Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for this panelists on stage. So I'm pretty sure you guys are already familiar with Annabelle. She's the admin for the Borderless Developers Hub and the program. And I would just like these three amazing men here to introduce themselves and their hubs. This panel session is about tech hubs in River State. How many of you know at least maybe 2 tech hubs in River State? Okay, River State is too big. Let's say Port Harcourt City. How many of us know at least 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nobody from there. Okay, 8. Okay, that means we still have a lot of work to do that are here in the tech space. So from my far left, before Annabelle, Sarah, please, if you could introduce yourself and let us know where your tech hub is in Port Harcourt.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Olusegun Ekundayo. I'm program manager for Renaissance Innovation Labs. Renaissance Innovation Lab specializes in building innovative solutions and providing trainings across data analysis, software engineering, front-end, back-end, product design, and digital marketing. We're located at number 7 Kemka Street off NTA Road, Umboba. Thank you.
Please put your hands together for him. Thank you so much. How many of us live around NTA Road? Nobody. Okay, yes. So at least you can meet with him after now to visit the labs. And let me tell you something. Whenever you hear innovation labs, it doubles as a tech hub. So don't think it's something else. When you hear innovation labs, it means it's a space where you can come and learn and work, tech-related stuff. Okay, sir, Mr. Macaulay, you're next.
Hello.
Hi.
Let me remove my eyeglass so you can see me well. How you guys doing? All right. My name is Mr. Macaulay Skyline. I'm a software developer with a very large experience. Right. I am the director of River State University Innovation Hub, UST. I'm not sure if you know UST. All right. A newly built up by the federal government to see how we can foster innovation in the academic system. Sorry to take a little of your time. The problem we are having currently in the academic system is that...
Sir, wait first. We'll come there. Let him do his introduction. Let's finish introduction. We'll come there. Don't worry. We have stuff to talk about.
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Please put your hands together for him. Okay, so finally, we have the first time I met him was at... I think it was Dev Fest. No, it's not Dev Fest. What? Yes, Startup South, yes. And then I met him also in another event last week, and some of his guys won. We were talking about some of his guys that won a hackathon, and they had built something. And they're located in Bonny. I used to think Bonny was all oil. I didn't know tech could be in Bonny. And I was really inspired when I met some of the guys. I met him, we talked a little and all. So, sir, introduce yourself and tell us about your tech hub.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Please confirm you can hear me. All right, so my name is Richard Pepple. I'm the founder of Technoville Innovations Nigeria.
Wait, slow down. Founder of?
Technoville Innovations Nigeria.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So we're about empowering young innovators with digital skills and, of course, providing digital services in Bonny Island. So Bonny Island is probably known for oil and gas. But we're changing the narrative by providing young people from Bonny Island with digital skills so they can actually boost their careers and live life that is not based on oil and gas.
Thank you so much. Just put your hands together for him for that. Okay. The conversation now is, what are the importance of these tech hubs? Do we need them? Are they necessary? Have we been able to help people grow with this? Some people usually say, we want to learn tech skills, you can go online, there's this digital course to do and all. But how many of you agree with me that sometimes you need somebody to show you the practicality of that thing? Thank you. If you've ever gone online to learn something, you would have some questions, or probably some of those things will be outdated, and you need somebody to, put you through. So we're going to talk our experiences organizing these developers programs, these training sessions in our tech hubs, the physical trainings. So I'll start with Annabelle. So talk to us. You've been in this for 1 year now, over a year. What's the experience been like?
Okay, firstly, I'm just going to tell us what Borderless Dev Hub is about. We probably all know already that the Borderless Dev Hub is aimed at producing developers from the South, basically, but in Nigeria and Africa at large. The hub so far has been able to get some people that were already interested in learning tech but did not even know how to go about learning it. There were people that were already learning online, but because they did not have people to ask questions when things got difficult, they gave up. But because of the hub, they've been able to have tutors or mentors that they can ask questions and get answers to their questions. There are people that did not even know what tech really was, but because they came in contact with us, they now understand better okay, tech is not basically just about Python and C++, but like there are other areas in tech as well. There's the UI UX for people that are creative, that are into designing, because some people did not even know that maybe content writing and all of those were inside tech. Yeah. But because they came in contact with us, they got to learn about stuff like that.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Just put your hands together for her. Okay, sir, so tell us, what's the experience with Renaissance Lab?
All right, so very recently we have noticed the obvious reality, which is the fact that the tech space is getting saturated at entry level. So we have lots of people who are coming in, they want to learn a tech skill, but at the end of the day, they want to be sure if at the end of their learning, they can actually land a job. Right? And so what we're trying to do at Renaissance is we're trying to go beyond the trainings. We're trying to see how we can provide opportunities for these talents. We're trying to see how we can hone their skills under 3 specific aspects. Number 1 is their creativity. Number 2 is their analytical reasoning. And of course, number 3 is how they can solve problems, which is something very related to the theme of this event, becoming a solution, right? Yeah. So what we try to do is we don't just want you to come in and then pick up a skill and go. We want you to actually become a solution in yourself. We want you to be able to see problems and solve these problems. So basically at Renaissance is not just a place you come to learn, it's a place you come to learn how to learn. So that at the end of the day, by the time you're leaving, you know that you're, a well-rounded individual, basically.
Please put your hands together for him. Thank you so much. That's a very important thing. A place to learn how to learn. Okay, thank you. So, Sir Macaulay, you're next. What's your experience like raising developers? You yourself, you are in the space. You raise developers, you've built. So what's the experience been like passing on that training to somebody else or that education to someone else?
Thank you very much. The first step to become a solution is by identifying the problem. And if you don't identify the problem, there is no way you can resolve that problem. That is truth. My colleague here talk about resolving problem, right? And the truth is that one of the most difficult tasks is for self-development. When you learn alone, it becomes very difficult for you to understand the goods. You need a mentor. Like me, I use myself for example. I started tech in 2012, but it took me like 3-4 years to even understand my direction. That's the truth. You need a mentor, right? Going to YouTube video today, you learn C++. Tomorrow you learn JavaScript. You go back to CSS. You go back to Ruby. You will not have direction, but you need a mentor. That's why the tech hubs are there to collaborate among other people. You come and see like minds. The truth is that there is no great ideas or great achievement that is achieved by isolation. You must not isolate yourself. That's the truth. When like minds jams, team, everybody achieve more. I don't want to take more of that time.
Say that thing you said again. You said there's no great idea.
There is no great achievement or great accomplishment that was achieved by isolation. You don't need to isolate yourself.
Please put your hands together for him.
Thank you very much.
So don't isolate yourselves. The hubs are a place for collaboration. I think that's the best ways that I'll put it. Because everybody has one skill or the other, something or the other that they know that they can give. And when you come to the hub, you meet like minds, you meet the tutors, you can't beat physical interaction and physical learning. So please talk to us. What's your drive for having these hubs and building people through them?
Okay, very simply, I think I agree with what he said, and that's what's even driving us at Technoville, is the fact that you can't be in isolation, right? You can't grow people in isolation. You need to collaborate to get things done. One of the things I discovered in Bonny Island when we started is the fact that every young person, even while I was in school, our goal was to work for the oil companies that are existing there. But what I discovered in 2018 when we started was the fact that we all can't work in the oil companies, not because we don't have the certificates to work there, but because they have a quota system for Bonny people, right? And if they're going to make 100 employments, they may probably just give Bonny people like 10 slots or maybe 15 slots. Now, we have over 1,000 young people who go to school every day, every year, right? And so when these people come out and you're only taking about 10 or 15 of them, what happens to the others, right?
True.
So they need to understand that there are other opportunities that exist outside working for the oil and gas. And by no means, we don't oppose anybody working for the oil and gas. We're just saying that there's an alternative, and that can happen through technology.
Yeah.
And so we said investing in building people by providing that platform where they can come, connect, collaborate, and create. So that was the reason why we founded Technoville. And with that, we've been able to train young people with digital skills, right? And they are doing amazing things, even from Bonny Island and going outside. Yeah.
Amazing. Just put your hands together for him for that. Thank you so much. Okay, so because of time, I'd just like to take our last words each for this panel session. Talk to us about the collaborative nature that we need to build in the tech space. I like what he said about no innovation being done in isolation, and we see a lot of that. We do see a lot of that in our space. So give us to some of the students that would come hub. They could be here, they could be watching. So please give them your last word, starting from Anna.
All right. All I have to say is find a hub close to you. Go into that hub. Ask questions. Get answers. Meet people. Make friends. Find someone and make that person your mentor to lead you and guide you in the career path that you've chosen. That's it.
So, next, sir.
All right, so basically, one of the importance of being in a hub is shared ideas, right? So you find out that a lot of times the things that you're thinking, some other persons are also thinking the same, right? And you could get stuck along the way, and in conversations, random conversations with people like yourself who are probably learning, or maybe senior engineers around, you'd find, faster routes to solutions. I can name a couple of people who from our hub have been able to, collaborate amongst themselves, and then they are able to, build their ideas and found a startup. This is basically because they were able to come together and then harness their ideas together. So shared ideas is one of the very important reasons why you should probably find yourself a hub where you can collaborate with talents like yourself. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, your last words, please.
All right, thank you very much. Before I go, I'd like to say this. You don't need great mind. You don't need a superpower to change the world. What you need is a determined heart and a passionate mind to become a solution. Thank you very much.
Please say that again. Say
Okay.
it again.
All right, let me stand up. All right, thank you very much. And I said, you don't need a superpower, America, US, British, to change the world. What you need is a passionate heart and a determined mind to become the solution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So your last words.
So Macaulay had every word that I wanted to say, right? I think he just keeps taking it from my mind. I don't know what's happening. Some kind of like
He has a determined
Wi-Fi
mind.
connection. But what I would just say is meet people, be open, right? Be open to anyone you meet. Let them know that you want to grow, you want to learn. No mentor will come and meet you and say, I want to mentor you, right? So you have to go find the people you want to collaborate with. I don't know if Kala will give me just a second to share a little story about the guys that won at the last hackathon, right?
Yeah.
They walked into me and said they went to learn robotics. I have no idea. I've never done robotics before. I don't even know what it looks like, right? And I said to him, so he kept coming to me every day, and I'm like, okay, meet me tomorrow. And then one day, I was trying to get the guy off, like, just off me, like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he came and he said he really wants to learn. I said, okay, if you can get me 10 people that want to learn robotics, and they're willing to pay, we'll build a curriculum for you on robotics. The next day at the office, this guy came with 10 people. 10 people. He was very determined.
Please,
at that point,
just so they have some sort of understanding, how old is this young man?
at the time, he was about 15 years old.
Please put your hands together for that young man. 15, and he already knew what he wanted to do and was determined enough to 10 other.
Yeah.
You see, collaboration already started
Exactly.
from there. 10 other persons, and they built, right now, they built something together. I've met the young people. I've met them. So it's not like he's telling me one strange story. 10 other persons. They came together. I think this is 1 year later. Was it 1 year later?
Like
or how
2 years
many?
later.
2 years later. And they are building something already that's winning them hackathons. Thank you so much for that inspiring story. Thank you so much. So we've come to the end of this panel session.